Hey guys, it's Viv. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. In today's video, we are going to be finding out what your reputation is, okay? Don't go anywhere. This is going to be a really fun one. So, if you guys are new to pick a card readings, here's the basic rundown. We have 4 piles. Pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So just feel free to take a second to meditate on which of these piles you feel the most drawn to. And then once you've decided, you can fast forward to the timestamp in the description box below. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching, and without further ado, let's start with group 1. Hey group 1, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then welcome. This reading is for you guys. Let's find out what your reputation is. All right, okay, group 1. So to start off with your tarot, we have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, as well as the Fool. All right, you guys, so we have 2 knights here. The knights are kind of action-oriented, and they're definitely revered, okay? They have a higher status than the pages. So you guys probably have really solid status. I feel like you guys are great, like, business people, okay? This pile, I'm definitely getting some strong CEO, enterprising energy. Also, because we have the Fool here, and the Fool is all about taking risks and being fearless, okay? And also the Knights are really similar to that. They have a similar energy of doing their own thing and being courageous. So I feel like you guys definitely have a really stable, pretty reliable reputation if you chose this pile. You're probably really good at business, really reliable. Both of these knights definitely are like good looking. You might even be like good looking or just lead a really healthy lifestyle, go to the gym, or pretty fit type of thing. I'm just getting really strong like CEO kind of vibes with this pile. Also, the Four of Wands is a card of stability, balance. So it's clear that you guys lead a really balanced, healthy lifestyle, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys are single. Okay, this is kind of random, but I definitely am seeing some kind of like bachelor vibes like with these night cards, okay? So maybe you guys are like notorious for being single, or like if you're a dude, maybe you're like more of a fuck boy or just a bachelor, okay? Because the thing is, I'm seeing a lot of stability and reliability like in these cards, right? But I think there's something going on here also about like relationships, but in particular your status as being someone who's like single or someone who doesn't need to be in a relationship to be stable. I feel like you guys are pretty notorious as being single, okay? With the Fool card here, there is kind of innocence and not like immaturity, but definitely a carefree, lighthearted attitude when it comes to life, okay? And I think people are definitely like, this is a big part of your reputation, is this Fool energy. The Fool can also just be stupid though too. I'm not saying that you guys are stupid, but you might not be widely known as like the smartest person, okay? I'm definitely getting like strong fuckboy like kind of vibes with this pile. I think a lot of you guys are just really silly or just not serious like when it comes to either like your relationships. I feel like you guys are really serious though when it comes to your career though. You guys are really professional, committed to your profession, whatever you do. I think you guys kill it, honestly, when it comes to your career. Definitely business people, really good with their money, for sure. We have the Knight of Pentacles. You guys are really great at like managing stuff, overseeing things as well. You guys are really thorough, okay? But I think when it comes to your relationships, it's kind of like the opposite, or at least your personal life. I think this Fool card shines through more when it comes to like who you are behind closed doors or like outside of work. You guys might go to the bar. For some of you guys, you might go to the strip club or just do things in your pastime or in your personal life that are really just silly, or I don't know, what some people might view as foolish or even just like silly, okay? I can't really think of the right adjective right now, but yeah, the Fool energy, this is an energy of letting your hair down, just letting loose, being a child, being carefree. So I feel like you guys kind of have this dual reputation of being someone who is just really good at their job, right? But in their pastime or in their personal life, things are kind of like the opposite. Things might be a bit messy or chaotic. The Fool can kind of represent situations that are mindless, or maybe you guys have like gotten into trouble or just had some embarrassing moments outside of work, okay? But this Fool energy is definitely showing up strongly as well. Okay, guys, so for your Moonology cards, we have New Moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. And we also have New Moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, interesting that we have 2 new moons here. Yeah, you guys definitely, I am seeing that this New Moon in Leo card is also featuring really strongly here. You guys do seem like the people, or the type of people who is like really confident, definitely strong leadership potential here. You guys just have it going on. You guys are really like, I feel like most of you guys just really look professional, just really are like great at your job. And if you're a dude, you're probably like really handsome. You have like this knight status for sure. With the new romantic cycle begins, New Moon in Libra card, I'm definitely thinking part of your reputation is the fact that like you're single, or the fact that you just aren't really in a committed relationship. You guys like to fool around. You guys don't really take relationships too seriously. You guys are definitely more of the wandering type. You guys like to experiment. You don't really like to settle down, at least when it comes to relationships. And I feel like that's a big part of your reputation, is like this bachelor status, okay? I'm just getting like strong bachelor vibes, especially if you guys are dudes out there. You probably just should be on The Bachelor. If you're a chick out there, you're probably the same thing, like definitely a businesswoman, like someone who is single, strong, and independent. I also feel like you guys like to party. You guys like to have fun. You guys play hard and work hard too. I feel like you guys are really likable. You guys definitely have your own kind of charm and charisma, and you guys are really likable. I'm seeing that you guys are liked by most people, okay? You have an overall general really pleasant like energy. You guys are easy to get along with and deal with. And I feel like also that's part of the reason why you guys are really good at your job, is because you guys are easy to work with and just get along really well with your coworkers, and people naturally just really like you and like seeing you in more manager or leadership kind of roles, okay? You guys do really well in that type of setting, and you guys are just really reliable. You show up on time. You guys never have like a bad day at work. I'm seeing that like your work is just a big part of your guys' reputation of being someone who is a workaholic, or someone who is just really good at their job. Someone who definitely goes above and beyond and exceeds people's expectations when it comes to delivering on their promises and their hard work. Okay, so the next oracle cards we have are Live in the Moment. What you are looking for is with you. Okay. Yeah, you guys are definitely, you guys can be spontaneous also, because I feel like a lot of you guys, part of your reputation is being really stable, really reliable. People do know what to expect of you for the most part, but also at the same time, You can be someone who can also let loose, let your hair down, have a good time, be really just fun. You guys have a really fun, playful energy for sure. And you guys know how to live in the moment. You guys are definitely wild at heart. Okay, so the next card we have is move forward, experience the grace of who you truly are. All right. Okay, guys. I feel like you guys kind of surprise people with how fast you can get stuff done with your progress. You guys have evolved really fast, okay? And I feel like from the time that you're in school, the people who knew you then to who you are now has completely shifted. Like, you're still the same person, obviously, but you've grown a lot. And I see this potential for growth and just development like really prominently with you. I feel like you guys show a lot of promise. You guys have a lot of potential, honestly. I feel like your reputation is that of someone who can be like a good role model, someone who's been there, done that, and someone who can really give good advice, like relating to their own experiences and the lessons that they've learned. I feel like you guys make really good role models, really good leaders, CEOs, definitely the career type for sure. I feel like you guys are definitely high achievers, and you've also been like really lucky though. I feel like this pile's definitely had their moments of luck and just good timing in general, right? But you guys are equally like hard workers, and you do deserve it. Like, you guys are deserving, are worthy of all the success and the fruits that you've reaped from your career, your professional life. I feel like, yeah, your reputation just mainly deals with your career, like how you're known as a person who is really committed and married to their job. But when it comes to your personal life, I think people know you or assume that you're just like not that kind of person, that you just have better things or more important things to worry about. And so I think people definitely think that you neglect your personal life or that it's just not important to you. I think people think that you're married to your job, honestly. That's like the main thing that I'm seeing with this pile. With the new moon and Libra card, I also feel like if you do end up in a committed relationship, like ever, group one, it's going to be someone who you meet from work or someone who has the similar kind of work ethic or values that you do when it comes to your career and being a high achiever, all right? But yeah, you guys definitely exude confidence, this knight energy. You guys are very desirable, probably like good looking, but definitely really stable. Like, people know what to expect of you for the most part. You guys are really fun and pleasant to be around. Definitely very good leadership qualities, and yeah, you guys are consistent. You guys are real. Keep it 100 like all the time. And you guys definitely have like a good momentum and energy. And it's the universe is definitely like working in your favor here with the move forward card. That's the other thing. You guys are really lucky and have that like energy, that momentum to keep up this streak of success and of achieving your goals. That's definitely like a big part of this. I feel like you guys are just all around though, like really known as successful business people or just successful when it comes to your career, and definitely like not relationship people. I think you guys are just known as that, as people who are married to your job and to your profession, okay? But people definitely respect you for that because they know that you put in 100% effort and commitment to your job, basically, and to like earning that money, okay? So these are the main things that I'm seeing for you, group one. So I will leave it at that. I hope this reading made sense to you guys. I hope it resonated. If you guys liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey group 2, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then welcome. This one is for you guys. Let's find out what your reputation is. All right, okay, group 2. So to start off with your tarot, we have the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, as well as the Queen of Cups. All right, guys. Okay, so I can see off the bat already with the Knight of Swords that you guys are really intelligent. People think you're really smart, or that you guys are really learned, educated. You guys know what you're talking about. You know your shit, basically. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, right? The Nine of Pentacles is a card of success. It's a card of abundance, basically, and stability and nourishment. So people think that you guys are successful and are really like well off, okay? You guys are like well off. You got a nice house, nice car, nice clothes. You guys really are like living the good life, or at least that's part of like what your reputation is. That's how people see you. Okay, with the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups is kind of a card of fantasy, right? So it can also represent like illusions and stuff. So I think people are a bit disillusioned about who you really are, okay? I think people might think you're more successful or more intelligent or more blank than you really are, okay? Not to say like people think you're more smart than you really are. It could be that, but I'm really seeing that people kind of envy your lifestyle, okay? I think people see you as like really glamorous, okay, with the Queen of Cups. I think people think that you live a life of luxury, not necessarily like privilege, but people think you have a really easy life, okay? And yeah, I'm really just seeing that people think your life is probably like more glamorous or more carefree, easygoing than it might really be, okay? I think people kind of build you up in their minds and think of you as someone who has it all, someone who's really lucky, has everything that they could possibly want in life, basically. I think people think that you're well off, basically, and that you just have it all. That's really what I'm seeing. People think that you live a good life, that you don't really have to work hard, that success or money just naturally flows to you, and that you're someone who's just really lucky. I think people honestly just think that. They don't necessarily think that you're a bad person or anything. I think people think that you like are worthy of all this success and all this abundance on a certain level, but also people acknowledge that you might not have had the same struggles or obstacles that others have had, okay? You guys are really lucky. I think people, though, just think you're really, like, glamorous. People might think of you as someone who's just, like, riding on a jet, drinking champagne, kind of like that Fergie moment with you guys. I think people definitely see that in your reputation. I think that's like your reputation, is someone who is really extravagant, someone who has nice things, possibly wears designer clothing, or has like luxury things like a luxury car or whatnot. I'm just seeing that people definitely think that about you. I think people also speculate really how rich you are, if you are rich at all. I think with the Seven of Cups here, there is a lot of confusion. Like, people don't really know if you are this person who is really glamorous, or if you're just someone who kind of got caught up in it or is like going with the flow more so. I think people have a hard time discerning how much of this is luck and how much of it is your hard work, okay? Okay, so for your Moonology cards, we have A time for healing. Balsamic moon. Okay. And we also have new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Interesting. Maybe people think that you're someone who is like not that action oriented. I think people assume that you're someone who is just naturally more like easygoing and leads a really relaxed kind of lifestyle. Someone who doesn't even necessarily need to work or like take serious action. I think people kind of see you as the opposite, as someone who is just really relaxed, meditative. I think you guys are really intuitive, definitely. People see that. But overall, your reputation is as someone who is just really extravagant, glamorous. This Queen of Cups is definitely a strong energy in your guys' reading. The Queen of Cups is kind of all about like intuition, mystery, dreams. The Queen of Cups, at least as she's portrayed in this deck, represents someone who is more glamorous, someone who is definitely more of a showy, or not even showy, but like someone who's really powerful and isn't afraid to let loose and like show off their more like extravagant self. Also, I'm seeing that maybe some of you guys had like a wish or have some big dreams of being like a movie star or someone who is like makes it big in some way, and you've somehow accomplished that. I'm seeing that for many of you guys, you had like some pipe dream or some kind of grand wish that like came true, or that's like on the way to coming true. And yeah, people are like, whoa. I think people definitely aspire to be like you in a certain respect. I think people, not that they like look up to you or anything, but I think people want the types of things that you have or your kind of lifestyle, or at least people see you as having that lifestyle. Even if you don't, I think people kind of aspire to be like you in a way. I think you guys are a bit more on like the shyer side. Like you guys aren't loners. You guys definitely have your own inner circle of close friends or people who are loyal to you. But I feel like for the most part, you guys aren't known as someone who is like overly social or someone who is like popular necessarily. But I feel like you guys definitely throw like a lot of parties. I'm definitely seeing that you guys make great entertainers, great hostesses, okay? You guys know how to have a good time, basically. And you guys are really admired for that. I think people definitely admire your ability to show up and like put on a good show, or to kind of like play things up in a way, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next cards we have are Concealed Power. It says, give birth to the wonder of revelation. Ooh. Okay, so, and then the next one we have is listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. Ooh, alright. I think people seek your counsel, honestly. I think people definitely want your advice on a certain level, or people are seeking your intellectual side, okay? Because as I said earlier in this reading, you're clearly someone who is intelligent, who knows what they're talking about. You guys are probably like educated, okay? And definitely know your area of expertise. And I think people are oftentimes jealous of that, or people just want to somehow get your advice or do similar tactics that you have done, if that makes sense. If you're a girl, I think your reputation is that of being someone who has like an allure. There's definitely a type of allure and mystique about this pile. I think people just don't really know where to place you. I think you guys do have like a mystery about you, about like how you've achieved the success or the type of like charm that you guys have. You guys are definitely really fashionable, very like elegant, I'm seeing for sure. For a lot of you guys, you have like a really good taste in art, fashion, music. You guys are definitely more of like a really musical pile. I'm seeing that a lot of you guys definitely are known for some kind of art that you do, like whether that's dancing or music or literally painting. I feel like for a lot of you guys, part of your reputation is being someone who's more like creatively inclined or someone who leans more towards art as an expression. With the concealed power card, I feel like a lot of your guys' power comes from what people don't know about you. So you guys probably have like a lot of hidden talents or hidden assets or just a lot of things that people have no clue about, you know? I think a lot of you guys draw on strength from your family and from people who are most loyal to you, and you don't waste your energy on like pointless social interactions to like boost your public image or anything like that. I think this pile could literally like care less about their reputation or like their public image, at least in that regard. Yeah, okay, I got it to focus. I feel like a lot of you guys just have some hidden talents or things that people just don't know about you that are really interesting. I think you guys are definitely a package that people speculate about. I think people definitely spread rumors about you or speculate about like what you're doing, where you're going on vacation, what you're wearing, what you're gonna wear type of moment. You guys definitely have like a Kim Kardashian vibe. That's what I'm seeing. Your reputation is that of being someone who is obviously really fashionable, someone who is really glamorous and elegant, but also someone who can play their cards or their hand like really well, okay? You guys really know what's good publicity, what's bad publicity, and you guys are good manipulators. That's really what I'm seeing. You guys know how to manipulate your appearance or your public persona to not even like get people to like you, but to kind of spread that like wonder or that like mystery about you, if that makes sense. Because you guys could really care less about what people think of you. You guys just do you, which is great to see and stuff. But yeah, I'm just really seeing that you guys kind of feed into that public image of being someone who can get away with a lot of things, someone who can do their own thing because they're just living their best life to begin with, if that makes sense. That's the thing. You guys don't need to appeal to public opinion or anything like that because you guys are already really confident in your personality and in your own kind of expression. But yeah, just to sum up this reading, I would say you guys are known as someone who is very smart, very intuitive, and people think that your lifestyle or that your life is just more glamorous or just more well off than it probably is, okay? And people also think that things come easy to you in life, that you guys are luckier than most. And also people find you to be someone who is really calm, really relaxing, and someone who is really just easy to get along with, very pleasant, really beautiful, kind of allure about you guys, okay? So those are the main things I'm seeing in this reading, so I will leave it at that. I hope this made sense to you guys. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey group 3, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then welcome. This reading is for you guys. Let's find out what your reputation really is. All right, okay, group 3. So to start off with your tarot, we have the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, as well as the Ace of Swords. All right, off the bat, I'm thinking you guys are known for having like a career or some kind of work that you guys do is in public service, okay? I'm getting really strongly that you guys are like doctors, teachers, firefighters, police. You guys are known for being someone who is a public hero or someone who is really committed to serving the public, okay? Maybe also some of you guys could be journalists. There does seem to be, in this reading, a certain level of like taking public scrutiny or criticism. I think you guys put up with like a lot of shit, okay? And that's why I'm seeing that for most of you guys, you have some kind of profession that is in public service, okay? Maybe some of you guys work at like the DMV or like have a government or a government official, right? But the Three of Swords, when I first saw it, it really looked like that medical badge to me. So I'm really thinking a lot of you guys are doctors or police or I don't know. You guys do something that is really like a public service career. And I'm feeling that has a lot to do with your guys' reputation. You have the reputation of being someone who's a fighter, okay? Someone who won't back down. With the Ace of Swords, you guys have a really strong willpower, strong drive to get things done. You guys just have no time for extraneous things or people, okay? You guys are known for having a job or something, just being involved in something that's like no bullshit, okay? You guys just don't have time for that. You guys are really serious people, okay? Or at least that's part of your reputation, all right? Yeah, I'm really seeing that people view you as someone who's like a public hero or a fighter. People think that you have like a difficult job, okay? Or people think that you have to take a lot of shit for your job or whatever it is that you guys do. And with the Two of Pentacles, I'm really seeing that people view you as someone who has to juggle a lot of stuff. This could be like your personal life with your career. You guys have a lot to, like have a lot on your plate, basically. But overall, though, I think people really see you as someone who is really strong, someone who they can look up to. You guys are definitely good role models. You guys are just really determined. You guys have a really strong like iron will to see things through. You guys are really thorough and yeah, you guys have a strong commitment. So that's really why I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are in some career that involves public service because you guys have a commitment to the public, to yourself, to make sure things are safe and that people can go about their lives in a really just safe environment, okay? But yeah, I'm really seeing that you guys have the ability to take criticism, take scrutiny. I feel like that's a big part of who you guys are. You guys are someone who is always looking to better yourself and to make other people feel better. You guys have a strong inkling towards serving others and towards being like a good person. I think your reputation is really that of being someone who is really committed to people who are powerless or people who are hurt in some way. But with the Seven of Wands, there's this really like strong fighter, protector kind of vibe with you guys. You guys are definitely public fighters, okay? Some of you guys might be politicians even, or do some kind of work for the city, or like your local council, maybe. I'm just seeing that you guys are really interested in like getting involved in like local affairs, okay? You guys kind of have that reputation of being someone who's really notorious within your local community, but someone who's really committed to the public good and public safety, all right? Okay, so for your Moonology Oracle cards, we have Expect powerful change. Oh my gosh, new moon eclipse, guys. You guys have the potential to really spread like public change, okay? Within your community, you guys have that power to really be a force of change and good. That's really what I'm seeing. You guys are definitely a force to be reckoned with. Okay, so the next card we have is, okay, we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Yes, definitely. Aquarius is really that humanitarian sign. You guys definitely do something that's kind of in that field, like something that helps others, serves others, that's for the greatest good, okay? I think people see you as that. People see you as someone who is really committed to the public or to bringing like public awareness or like spreading some kind of influence, really. Yeah, I'm getting strong air vibes with this pile. You guys are probably activists in some way, or you guys really have specific like social causes that are really important to you, like climate or social justice. And you guys are really known for that. Like, your reputation is really influenced by your desire to spread change and transform society for the greatest good. All right, you guys, for your last oracle cards, we have determination. Yes, perseverance leads to fortune. Yes, you guys are definitely very determined, very strong-willed people. All right, the next card we have is deal with the unexpected. Treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. That's interesting. All right, you guys. This is basically like you guys definitely do something for your community. You guys are involved in something that's really important to you, but that also like spreads change or some kind of awareness. Maybe some of you guys are like protesters on your college campus, or you guys are just involved, okay? That's really what I'm seeing. Some of you guys might be like leaders of like a specific club or organization within your community. There is something really local and just service oriented about this pile. So yeah, that's a really big part of your reputation, is your commitment to service and to spreading awareness for like whatever cause or whatever things are most important to you. People see you as someone who is really like strong-willed, obviously like determined, someone who is a leader, okay, for the most part, because even though you guys are really committed to serving others, it takes someone who's like a good follower to make a leader, okay? So you guys are really committed to your following or to people who you serve, all right? There's definitely a strong commitment here in these cards, and you guys are a force to be reckoned with. I think people definitely like approach you with caution, or people just know that they can expect great things from you. There is like this new moon eclipse card. You guys have the power to spread change and to really transform people. So you guys, yeah, you guys should be proud of your reputation. That's really what I'm seeing. You guys are known as a fighter, but like a people fighter, you know, someone of the people. You guys have this Aquarian energy, or like this new moon in Aquarius card is telling me that you are someone who appeals to the masses, someone who can be a people person, someone who people look up to as a leader and as a role model. But yeah, I think people think that you do something that's really difficult, or that you have to put up with a lot for your job or for the commitment and the love of doing what you're doing, which is serving the community. With the deal with the unexpected card, I'm really seeing that you guys have a lot of trials, a lot of obstacles that you guys have had to overcome and have still yet to overcome. I think that people have a lot of trust and faith in you that you guys can accomplish all that you set out to do, you know, and deliver on your promises. But I think people still are kind of like unsure of like your motivations or like your true intent. There does seem to be something about you that is hidden in a way. I think you guys are really like non-personal people, and you guys deal with society from a much more like indirect, non-personal kind of approach. So people just are unsure what to expect of you, like when they meet you. That's really what I'm seeing. I think when people meet you, it's kind of like a different story. I think your reputation precedes you, honestly. You're someone who is known to be like difficult or like deal with like difficult situations. You know what I mean? Like, you're not difficult, but the type of like situations that you find yourself in or that you're known as or like involved in are like more tricky, like complicated matters. So I think when people meet you, they're like pleasantly surprised, or or at least they're just not really sure what to expect of you as a person. Because I think you kind of separate yourself or like detach yourself from your career or from the kind of public service or just service works that you do in general. So I think people are definitely like unsure of who you are as a person, or just on a more personal level, people might not know quite like what to make of you, if that makes sense. I think you guys are really compassionate people. I think you guys can definitely appeal to people on that more like pathos level, you know? Emotionally, you can definitely connect with people and their feelings to the masses. You can definitely make a good argument for your cause or for like whatever it is that you guys are really passionate about, because you guys are clearly like really passionate, determined people, okay? And I think, yeah, your reputation is definitely preceding you when it comes to that, for sure. Group 3. I think you guys are known as having like a really sharp personality. You guys are really outspoken, you guys can be a bit erratic when it comes to different like social interactions. I feel like certain people know you as coming across as really harsh and critical, right? Whereas other people might think of you as really soft and really like caretaking, really loving, right? Yeah, I think you guys definitely come across in either one of those two extremes to people, right? But I think collectively people know you as someone who is a fighter, someone who is really sharp and sticks up for what they believe in and fights for it. So yeah, those are the main things that I'm seeing with you, pile 3. So I will leave it at that. I hope this reading made sense to you guys. I hope it resonated. If you guys liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey group 4, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then welcome. This reading is for you, okay? Let's find out what your reputation really is. All right, okay, group 4. So to start off with your tarot, we have the Magician, the Princess of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, as well as the Tower. Ooh, all right, you guys have many faces, okay? You guys are notorious for many different things, okay? Your reputation is kind of that of like a trickster, or someone who, not someone who's like deceptive or anything, but someone who definitely can be like misleading, or someone who has many faces, okay? Many faces here. The Magician is usually interesting that we have the Magician and the Tower. Both of these cards are traditionally associated with the sign of Aquarius. Maybe you guys have some Aquarius going on, but even if you don't, this energy is definitely there, okay? So it's kind of like an erratic energy, especially with the Tower. It can be unpredictable. So I think the way this plays out for you guys is that people see you as someone who's changing a lot. I think people have trouble keeping up with you, keeping up with what you're doing. You guys probably lead a really fast-paced life. With the Eight of Cups, you guys are always like moving on to better, greener fields, okay? With the Princess of Pentacles, I think people kind of assume that you lead like a really good life. You guys know what you want. I think people definitely think that you know your path and know what you're looking for in life. People definitely think that you've got it figured out, or that you just have a good sense like of knowing. You guys know what you're doing. And yeah, I think you guys definitely have that sense of like knowingness and like foresight and knowledge of like what you guys are planning to do with your life, where you're headed. I think people definitely assume that about you with your reputation. The Magician is usually an energy that has a lot of manifesting power. This is the Master Manifester card. So I think people think that you have a lot of talents, a lot of skill sets. I think people kind of think that you would be good in like any profession. You could do accounting, you could do entertainment, you could do something creative. I think people kind of assume that you have a lot of talents, or that you guys are really talented for some reason, or that you guys are like really skilled, okay? Also, what I was gonna say is that you guys, again, you have many faces. You guys are kind of like a jack of all trades, okay? Jack of all trades, like master of none. I think people assume that you are kind of like good at everything, okay? So maybe you were like the type of kid growing up who was like really good at math, but also you were like a standout in art class. You can kind of juggle like both sides of the spectrum pretty well. Again, with the Tower, I think you guys are just known as someone who is really erratic, or someone who can be a bit distant, aloof even. You guys are pretty social, but you can be hard to get close to in a way. I think you guys do like to keep your distance, do kind of like to be a bit more like indirect, and yeah, I think there's definitely something about you guys that is a bit like aloof. I think certain people are really here for your energy, but then certain other people might not be so here for this energy. I think people, your reputation kind of has like a love-hate kind of thing. Either people really like you, or they're just like really not here for it. Maybe sometimes you guys rub people the wrong way with the Tower energy. Maybe you guys could just be misunderstood on a certain level by people who just kind of don't understand this energy, or just kind of dismiss it as being, or dismiss you as being someone who's overly changeable, or someone who is erratic, right? I feel like you guys are really good business people. I feel like you guys have a brand. You're always, you guys are basically like a walking ad. I think you guys are really good at like marketing, like your brand. You guys probably, most of you guys probably work in like some kind of business, or sales possibly. Some of you guys would make like a really good influencer, okay? Like if some of you guys, if you're not already like an influencer, what are you doing? Like you guys have a brand, you guys are like a really strong like personality just by yourself. Like you guys could totally be on a reality TV show, okay? Or be like a host of a show. You guys do have a really strong presence and personality that definitely comes through. People definitely see that. That's a big part of your reputation, is your personality and your kind of like charm, your charisma. I feel like with you guys, as you age and get more like experience, I feel like your reputation will become a lot stronger and more grand, okay? I think if you guys are young and you're watching this, or at least when you start out in the beginning stages, of like your life or your career or whatnot, I think your reputation has more of this tower, kind of like erratic, maybe even immature energy, right? But I think as you guys age, you'll grow a lot more into this master magician card, and you'll become a lot more like reliable and consistent. I think that's the one problem that you guys do have, is being consistent in one particular area. Because again, you guys are like masters, or sorry, jack of all trades, masters of none. I think you guys are really good at like everything, but you're not like a master of one particular thing. So people kind of, yeah, people are just unsure about like where you want to focus that energy, because people know it's there. People know that you guys are really hardworking and can definitely like make a buck for sure. You guys can be like really good business people. But yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing so far. Okay, so for your Moonology Oracle cards, we have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Oh my gosh, my deck just fell. Okay, yeah, we have third quarter moon, and we also have new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Interesting. This is a really similar energy to like this Eight of Cups card. I feel like part of your reputation is being someone who is like a deep thinker, okay? I think you guys might even be a bit like philosophical or experiment with different like thoughts or like belief systems, okay? Yeah, I could definitely see that. I think though you guys are really spiritual though. If you, especially like if you're watching this reading, like I think you guys, this pile in particular, is really spiritual, really deep. You guys do have a really deep, like contemplative kind of feel to you guys. I feel like you guys have overcome a lot in your life, or part of your reputation is also being someone who has kind of like climbed the mountain kind of vibe, you know? If you guys have any Capricorn out there, you know what I'm talking about. I think part of your reputation is being someone who has like gone through a lot of stuff in their past, has to put or has had to put a lot of stuff behind them, because the Eight of Cups is a card of moving on. The Eight of Cups is usually is traditionally depicted as that man who's crossing the body of water, like leaving things behind. I think people think of you as someone who has overcome a lot of challenges in their life, possibly their personal life, or while growing up even. Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. Alright, so for your final oracle cards, we have make friends. Friendship is the alchemy of success. Ooh, okay. Yeah, because I feel like you guys are pretty, not like antisocial, but I feel like you guys can definitely come across as like aloof, alright? So this is one thing in your reputation that maybe you should watch out for, is making sure that you don't come across as too like antisocial or too distant, you know? I think it would help you guys to kind of like expand your social networking, your inner circle even, and just have people surrounding you who bring out that more like playful like social childish side, okay, if that makes sense. Alright, so the last card we have is Fine Wine, Longing is a Portal to Wholeness. Ooh, you guys are definitely gonna age well. I think your reputation over time as you age will become better, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think as you guys gain more experience, more friends, more followers, if you guys are an influencer by chance, I think you guys, your reputation will work a lot more to your favor, because I think you're building this reputation, or at least the way your reputation is that of being someone who has a lot of talents, a lot of skills, who has overcome a lot in their past or whatnot. Someone who is a bit more quiet and like reclusive, okay? So, yeah, I think it would really help you guys to just like get out of your comfort zone more, perhaps, with this make friends card. But yeah, I think though with the fine wine card right here, I think you guys are definitely gonna really grow into this magician. Oh my gosh, she said musician. Maybe some of you guys are musicians out there. There does seem to be a really kind of whimsical musical energy here. No, but what I was saying is I think as you guys age and grow a lot more into this magician energy, people will really see your accomplishments. They'll be a lot more concrete and like stable. I think as you guys age or as this reputation unfolds, you know, as you guys gain more experience and kind of age, your reputation will become a lot more cemented, a lot more stable, and less of this tower, like erratic unpredictability going on, if that makes sense. Alright, so those are the main things that I'm seeing for this pile, so I will leave it at that. I hope this reading made sense to you guys. I hope it resonated. If you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later.